Hey, what's going on guys? Zev here, and welcome to today's video. There's something I want you guys to know. This is Yanagi Uzuki. She is my princess. She is my queen. She's a snarky gamer who loves gossip. If you're an artist, don't you dare draw her in anything that we would not see in the manga. Don't you dare draw her fighting zombies, celebrating the 4th of July, giving a class presentation. But most importantly, do not even think of drawing her in any form of clothing that would not be seen from the original series. She is limited to the creator's intent, and I will damn well make sure that that boundary is set and uncontested. Now, let me ask you guys something. Does everything I just said sound completely and utterly stupid? Well, if you're a normal person, you'd see absolutely nothing wrong with any of the aforementioned concepts, and just simply carry on with your day. But apparently for some, this is a difficult idea to accept. Before we get into things today, there's just something I want to make clear. I know you've heard plenty of commentators do the same shtick, but I do need to preface that these types of videos are for entertainment. I will say each and every time that anyone mentioned in these videos should not be targeted for harassment to any degree. At the end of the day, the internet is the internet and it shouldn't be taken all that seriously. Now, me personally, I take it seriously because I find it funny and I want to make content. But please remember that this really is just a bunch of nonsense and it's never anything personal unless stated otherwise. And trust me, I will make it clear when that happens. And if anyone who I talk about sees these videos and wants to talk to me, my DMs are always open. Even if you just want to scream at me and then block me immediately after, you're free to do so. I'm never going to share or release DMs with anyone unless you do something despicable like slander me or do something to someone else. So with that on the table, let's eat. There's been a lot of talk about oppressed or marginalized groups in recent years, but I'm just gonna end that conversation once and for all. The answer isn't nerds, it isn't gamers, it's fucking Twitter artists. The things that these people have to read on a consistent basis is enough to make depression rates skyrocket. Today's spotlight shines on a Japanese artist by the name of USA, and much like the land of the free, this individual has very refined tastes. Just take one look at their page and you'll know what they're all about. Mad respect, brother. In one of his most recent posts, he depicted a character named Anya from the psychological horror game called Mouthwashing. Full disclosure, I've never heard of this game until today. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a pro that's memorized the ins and outs of the lore or whatever. So let me lay it out. This is Anya from the game, and this is the Anya that was drawn. Game, fan art. Game, fan art. Game. Yeah, you can see the difference. Now, if you're like me, who's been on the internet for way longer than I should be, you look at this and just move on with your day. I mean, it's just another piece of art. What's the big deal? Well, to some people, it's a very big deal. The main thing about Anya is that she's apparently a victim of SA. And man, do people love sharing that. You saw an SA survivor and immediately thought to sexualize her. We're talking about a video game character, dude. It's not all that deep. Also, what is that even supposed to mean? That victims of assault apparently can't express themselves sexually? I mean, are they just trapped within their bodies for the rest of their lives? What is your problem, dude? So I ended up quoting this guy with this absolute gem of a tweet. It's almost like it isn't about her being fictional or not. Before I could respond, he blocked me. Yet again, another person who seems to care so much about victims only to run when they're challenged. I really like your art and your art style, but please don't draw Anya like that. She's a victim of sexual assault in her backstory, and it can be better if her outfit is not revealing like that. Did you actually look at the character? Sexualizing a sexual assault victim? Does this just not seem weird? You know Anya is a sexual assault victim, right? I don't think these people realize the terrible mindset that they're spreading here. If they react this strongly regarding fan art of a video game character, imagine them telling an actual victim of abuse that they should keep their bodies contained, that they shouldn't be free to express themselves, and that this horrible thing that happened to them is what defines them for the rest of their life. These people are completely unaware of how harmful their rhetoric could be. Though I will say that thankfully not all of the hate has been blind and ravenous. Knowing the context of the character, I don't like the drawing very much, but I have to say it's a pretty beautiful art. This is nice to see, kindly expressing that you don't like the core premise of the art, but that it's still a well done piece. Props, my guy. That isn't even Anya, dog. That's a whole new character. My guy, it's fan art of a fictional character. It's parody. This isn't exactly a literary piece breaking down the central meanings of American Psycho. This looks like shit from a butt. Oh my god, that's just funny. That's the greatest thing I've seen all week. You should be ashamed of yourself. Owl House profile picture, trans flags in bio. Moving on. Cheers, this just ruined my whole night. Really? Did you have nothing else to look forward to? Have you exhausted all of your hobbies? I think you were already pretty down in the dumps beforehand, my guy. Don't sexualize my queen! He can, he will, he did. Ease up, partner. This is disgusting, dude. What's sad is that if you take this person at face value, then they would have a full-blown panic attack if they were to help an actual living victim of assault. This person's morals are so misplaced it's concerning. Please go outside and worry about real victims. Hey, so can we just not do this? Nazi. Literal art Nazi. Self-awareness isn't a virus, but it sure is spreading like one. Delete. Ew. You can tell how great some people have it in life that they've been so spoiled to the point that they tell others what to do and what to make. These people don't realize how anti-progressive they actually are. They would rather worry about what personally makes them uncomfortable instead of letting others express themselves freely. I can't begin to imagine how these people would react if their boss told them what to do at their fucking job. It would not go well. So apparently this all got so bad that the artist felt they had to issue an apology for all those who felt uncomfortable, and that he didn't know anything about Anya and just thought she was cute. As much as I appreciate how sincere he's being, I never feel it's a good idea to apologize. Not because it shows weakness or anything like that, but because these people don't actually care and they'll find any reason to hate you. Hey, yeah, so fun fact, after I finished recording all this, it turns out the game devs actually responded telling people not to harass others for artwork. How many times has this happened now? This is ridiculous. So what's the moral of the story for today? Apparently some characters are just off limits. Apparently you can't sexualize characters who have been through something awful, while the same people who tell you not to pay no attention to actual survivors who need our help. Really funny how life works that way, huh? So with all that being said, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to like and sub. Stay safe, stay sane, support your fellow artists. Goodbye.